Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another live with Design Bundles. Today, I'm so excited because we are going to be doing Dollar Tree crafts. So it is Christmas time, December, winter. So I have 5 crafts for you guys. And I want to remind you guys that we are doing another giveaway today, but we are going to give away a very big bundle. So one lucky winner is going to get a really big bundle from us. You guys will be able to choose. I do believe they have them linked down below for you guys to pick through. But once we choose a winner, you guys can definitely figure that out. Now, be sure to use the hashtag bundle, and you have to be live to win. So hashtag bundle to enter to win. It's super easy. So let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so as you guys are coming in, hello. Tell me where you guys are from. And also let me know if you guys are already starting to work on your holiday crafts. I am so excited. So we know that you guys love our Dollar Tree crafts. So we decided to go ahead and do 5 today. So I found 5 different things that we could do from the Dollar Tree. I've got a mixture of HTV and adhesive vinyl projects. So I thought we would go ahead and start off with a couple HTV projects, and then we'll move into some adhesive vinyl. Now, I also did a project with some armor etch like this. Now, I already did it off screen just because, you have to wash it off and all of that good stuff. But I'm going to talk about how you're going to do that. All right, so as you guys are coming in, hello. Make sure you guys use the hashtag bundle to enter the giveaway today. So we are giving away a very big Christmas bundle today. So we are so excited. Welcome. Thank you all for joining us today. All right, so let's go ahead and start off first with something super simple, stockings. So the Dollar Tree has stockings, and there's a lot of different things that you could do with these. So you could definitely add an initial on here. For example, these are $1. So I went to Target this weekend and they were $15 just to have a letter on it. You could make it yourself from the Dollar Tree. So you could cut out a big T using some of our font, and then you could definitely personalize them that way. Or you could cut out the name and place it right up here at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. Welcome. I see you guys using those hashtag bundle. So if you guys want to enter to win, make sure you are live. In order to win this, we are going to do the giveaway at the end. You have to be live. Use that hashtag bundle. Now, also, we're going to do Q&A at the end. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you drop them down below for me. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just remove these really quick so we'll be ready to go. All right, so I'm going to move this stuff out of our way, just like so. I'm going to go ahead and remove those out of there. And what I went ahead and did for the stockings is I cut out Mr. and Miss. And what I used was, let me move this stuff out of my way. We got a couple projects going on for you guys, so get these out of the way. I've already pre-cut everything using my Cricut machine, but you could definitely still do these with your Silhouette, whatever die cutting machine you have. So what I did was I used Caesar Sparkle. So what this is it's just like Caesar Easy Weed, except for it's like a glitter. So it's not thick like their normal glitter. So it has no texture. It feels just like Caesar Easy Weed, and it has the exact same settings, which means you can also heat it at those settings. So this is what it looks like before I cut it. And then this is what it looks like now. Hopefully you guys can see that. So I went ahead and cut it out in that silver. Gold would be super pretty as well. Red, green. So I thought I would do Mr. and Miss. I've got my Cricut Easy Press set at 315 for 30 seconds. Now, I don't have all of my supplies that I normally would today. So for these stockings, what I actually would do, I'm trying to decide too. I think I decided, hold on, let me think for a second. I think I'm doing Mr. on this one. I grabbed these 2 different ones just so I could show you a couple options they have. I think we're going to do Mr. and then Miss. Looks good. You could also do an offset on this. By the way, the font that I'm using today is Sleigh Bells. I have it linked down below for you guys. If you guys are a Plus member, this is only 1 Plus credit. All right, so what I would normally do with this is I would actually use like a pressing pillow inside to remove any seams, but I don't have one with me today. Now, this project is also perfect for your little mini irons or an at-home iron. This is super perfect. So what I'm going to do is I had a piece of it somewhere. I'm going to take a piece, just to protect my stocking, I'm going to take a piece of this parchment paper here, and I'm going to pop this down. And you can also get parchment paper at the Dollar Tree. So I'm trying to use a lot of supplies that you can use at Make sure you guys are using that hashtag bundle if you guys want to win. So at the very end of this, we are going to do a giveaway. And all you have to do to enter is hit hashtag bundle. Make sure you put the hashtag in bundle in the comments for a chance to win. I see that we've got somebody from New York. We're going to be giving a really big bundle away. So thank you so much, Jessica. So $3.15 for 30 seconds. I'm going to move this really quick. Now, also keep in mind, because this is not something that we wash, I don't really have to worry about those seams as much. So just like so. I'm going to bring that up so hopefully you guys can see a little better. Look how gorgeous that is. So that is Caesar Sparkle. So if you guys have not tried it, you definitely have to try it out. It looks just like this, and it is just like Caesar Easy Weed. It does not have any texture to it. So this is perfect for your t-shirts and stuff. For, say, for example, if you have kiddos that don't like that texture, it's perfect. Now this will pull off. This is just a little piece of lint, but that looks gorgeous. All right, let's go ahead and do our next one. All right, so this is a super easy project to start out with. The stockings, $1. I think they're like $10 at Hobby Lobby and Michael's and all of those places. And you can definitely make your own and personalize it, customize it for $1. All right, Jackson, Florida. Thank you guys for joining us. Once again, use that hashtag bundle. Also want to remind you guys that we still have our ultimate dollar event going on up until December 2nd. So if you guys haven't went over and checked out our ultimate dollar event, definitely check it out. We'll have those linked down below. Also, the files that I'm using today and all of the supplies are linked down below, except for obviously your supplies you're just going to grab from the Dollar Tree. So the HTV and adhesive vinyl and things like that, you can find down below. All right, remember to use that hashtag bundle. If you are live, you have a chance to win one lucky winner. All right, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. So, so pretty. All right, so move this out of our way here. There we go. Super cute. Mr. and Miss. So first project we have is Mr. and Miss. We have our stockings. $2. We have 2 stockings. Super great, right? Plus, these are so small you can use your scraps. This is a perfect craft for using those scraps. Yes, you have to try out the sparkle. I'm telling you, get some of this. It's super affordable, and you guys are going to love it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and set these out of our way, and let's move on to the next one. So what we're going to do with this is, I don't know if they had this last year, but this is the first time I've seen it. So the Dollar Tree had some, they have picked up their craft area. So you guys know they're carrying adhesive vinyl, and they have weeding tools that look like their Cricut brand. They have tons of stuff right now, but they have fabric. I even think they have yarn. So they had some fabric here, some Christmas fabric, but they also had, I'm going to try a couple different things. They had this little tree skirt here. And what I want to do with these is I'm going to create some dog bandanas. So I did a couple things. Number one, I cut this font out here. This one is Coleman. I have it linked down below for you guys. So I did a knockout on this. And this is like, I don't know if you guys can see the tiny, it's got stars in it and all of that. This is using Caesar Sparkle. Once again, this is blue. So I'm going to be able to put it on here. So I'm going to use this. This is a tree skirt. So we're going to turn this into a dog bandana. And we're going to do one with a fabric. So for the one with the fabric, we're going to do Mom's Best Friend. But we have lots of different Christmas quotes if you want to use those. All right, so let's go ahead. Now, remember, use that hashtag bundle for a chance to win if you guys are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, I love Dollar Tree crafts. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pop this off real quick. So y'all give me just a minute to pop this off. And bear with me, too, because I really don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. So let's see, because I think, and I'm going to use this, too, for another project in a minute. Because dog bandanas are kind of like, let me start with this one first, okay? Let's start with the fabric first. And I think I was doing, let me look at it. Mom's Best Friend. I think it would pop on this one maybe a little more. Trying to decide on my, I think I'm going to go with the blue one. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this. But once again, found this fabric at the Dollar Tree. Couldn't believe it. Lots of different things you guys could do. You guys could create those little hand warmers with rice. And I believe they have the rice at the Dollar Tree. And you guys could definitely just get yourself some, glue sticks. I believe the fabric glue sticks, I've done it with those, and make yourself some of those rice packs that you heat up in the microwave. Lots of different things to do with these. All right, so what we are going to do is we are going to create ourselves kind of like a triangle. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Let me see here. Trying to think how I want to do this. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to cut it diagonally. I want to make sure it's big enough is what I'm trying to do. I think I'm actually going to do it a little bit bigger. Maybe something about like this. All right, so I'm just trying to make sure there's enough. So if you had, you could probably even do like a 12 by 12 square. If you guys had like your little rotary blade, that would be ideal. I don't have that right now, so I'm just going to cut it down to size first. I'm going to create myself like a little triangle. So I'm going to cut off this excess here first. All right. Those are guys that are just coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, hand warmers is what I'm planning. I'm telling you, these are amazing. I'm so excited. I couldn't believe that they had a fabric. I was like, yes. All right, so I'm going to fold this over. And it's the cutest fabric. I mean, look at this. Is that not adorable? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do, I think this will be good enough. I'm going to double check our area. Looks good. So what I've done here is I've kind of got this at a triangle now. And so now I'm going to cut it down even further, like so. All right. So let me know, what crafts are you guys working on? Did you find any good things? I also have some at the house. Those little wood Santas, and you have snowmen and gnomes that everybody's painting as well. So those are really cool. So this is what you need to do. Basically, you're going to cut yourself down a triangle like so. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start to iron this thing down. And I'm going to flip it over on this side. And I'm just going to be able to use my Cricut Easy Press like so. Push the button so I don't fall asleep. And start ironing this out. Are those gnomes? Yes, I believe it is gnomes on the fabric. I'll flip it over 1 second and show you guys. But look at how cute. Yeah, they are gnomes. They're adorable. This fabric is from the Dollar Tree. I mean, it's adorable. You could make hair bows. I mean, lots of different things that you guys could do with it. But I thought I would make my dogs some bandanas. So there we go. So basically all you're doing is you need yourself one-sided little triangle like so. All right. So now I'm going to line this up like this. I think it's so cute. And this may be a little bit better if we did like a knockout on it too, so we could see it a little better, but I'm going to roll with it. All right. So I'm actually going to leave it at the 315. You would actually want to bump it up to 330 for 30 seconds, but I do have one more that I'm going to do at the 315. So I'm just going to do it. But for glitter, you would want to do 330 for 15 seconds. So I'm going to hold this down. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry, guys. Let's see. I got mine from 143 Vinyl. I've been working on the holiday ornaments from the Dollar Tree. We've got holiday ornaments coming up next. Just make sure you guys use the hashtag bundle down below for a chance to win a super big Christmas bundle. All right, so we've got this down, and this is a warm or hot pill. So I'm going to go ahead and start to pill it like so. This is Caesar's glitter. So this is not their sparkle. So this one has texture. So you guys can see that there. Super gorgeous, super pretty. So now what we can do is you can actually kind of fold this top piece over just a little bit, and that's how you would tie it on your dog from the side there. So you're just going to simply get it and tie it like that. Look at that. Is that not cute? Adorable. So from the Dollar Tree, you guys can make your very own dog bandanas. Now I want to try it really quick with this one. So I have a really small dog. So we have a little Shih Tzu. I feel like I say that wrong all the time. So you guys let me know if I'm saying it wrong. But I'm thinking that I could probably create one with this. Now this one actually has this little Velcro on it. So I was kind of thinking if I took this off, I'm going to try to look at it really quick. I think if we did something about like this, I'm going to cut it right about here. I'm just going to roll with it. I think if we cut it like this and just kind of have almost like a half circle, if you will, you just basically want that same kind of triangle thing going on there. And we should be able to, I was thinking we could probably kind of take maybe a little bit more of this out to make it kind of tie a little bit more. So I want to kind of try that out. See how cute that is? We could do that, right? So I think we need to mess around with it a little bit because we want this to tie. So like I said, we may want to take out a little bit of the bulk, but then again, it may actually tie. I think it's going to be okay. We're going to have the cute little bandana. I think it's going to be okay. Maybe let me get it down and then we'll figure it out. Okay, so right here in the front, I have this cute little Coda. So that's our dog's name. So I'm going to go ahead and get my first piece done. So this is Caesar Easy Weed in white. Make sure you guys, if you are just tuning in, if you guys are live, you have a chance to win a really big Christmas bundle that we have for you guys. So you want to use hashtag bundle in the comments. Super easy for a chance to win. We will draw a winner at the very end of this live, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Also, once I'm done with all of these crafts, we are going to do a Q&A. Now, I'm just going to do a tack down for just a second because I don't have to completely heat it because I'm doing a second layer. So we're going to peel this off because it's a hot peel. And we're going to come in with the next one. Now, once again, this is Caesar Sparkle in that really pretty blue. And you're going to use the same time and temp. And what's really cool is we can layer right on top, just like so. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that in just like that. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and come right back in here. So I'm going to get this angled on here and hit go. So this time I'm going to do the whole 315 for 30 seconds. And that's what I would be able to stick with because it's not using Caesar glitter. It's Caesar Sparkle. That's my dog's name too. Yay. I love the name Coda. It's so cute. That is awesome. Thank you so much, Jamie. I really appreciate it. All right. So make sure you guys are using #bundle. The blue Caesar is really pretty. It definitely is. I was trying to use a variety of colors for you guys today. Working on lanterns from the Dollar Tree. Wow, that is really cool. I'll have to check that out. All right, so we are going to peel our last layer here, and I'll bring it up so you guys can check that out. Look at how cute. I love this color combo. So I think what I am going to do is so if I was going to tie this on my dog, I would probably take out just a little bit more of this. And I don't have my fabric scissors with me today, so bear with me on this. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of taking out a little bit more of that bulk to make it easier to tie. Now, one thing that you could do, because this little tree skirt actually came with these Velcro straps, you could actually cut these off and add them on the ends. So that way it's easier to just attach on your dog like that too. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out a little bit more bulk from this side, and then it will be good to go. So I'm going to take this side out just like this. All right. So there you go. So then we are just like this, and we'll be able to, once again, tie it on our little pup. Just like that. Isn't that cute? I thought that would be adorable. I seen this on the rack, and I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure we can turn that into a dog bandana. Now, once again, I may want to even come in further and maybe take that down just a little bit more. You can shorten it as much as you want to. So feel free to come inside of this and really bring it in as far as you need to. So it's just an idea and to give you guys some inspiration like so. So super cute. Love the colors. All right. So we've got our dog bandanas going on. So let's move into our next one. So that is 2 different crafts. So for our third one here, I wanted to show you guys etching. So I found these really cool mugs. They look like this. I'm going to take this out really quick so y'all can see, but they look like this. I'm sure you guys have seen them. So there's a couple different options. You can etch like I did. Look at this. Is this not really cool? So I use the etching cream. Literally takes 5 minutes. Or you guys could apply adhesive vinyl. So we'll bring this in so hopefully you guys can see that a little better. So this one says, "Dear Santa, bring more dogs." Is this not cute? I love it. So these right here, they're super heavy duty, but you could add somebody's name on it. So say, for example, if I did this, I could personalize it and put dad, or, I could put somebody's name or whatever. So, Coda or whatever, but I really love this. I think that looks really cool. So how I did this was I cut it out with white adhesive vinyl, removable vinyl, because it's going to be a lot easier to remove. There's stencil vinyl. You could use permanent because you're taking it right back off, but I highly recommend just using some removable vinyl. So what you're going to do is I left in like a 1 by 1 all the way around, and then you're going to weed in the opposite direction. So you're going to create a stencil. You're going to apply it on here, and then you're simply just going to take like a popsicle stick and just pop this on. You want it like a thick layer, and just make sure you're covering everything. And then about 1 to 2 minutes, I kind of move it around a little bit. That way, whatever's already kind of starting to etch, you can get down even further. And then around 5 minutes or so, just take it and you're going to remove it. You can put it right back in here. So this is going to last you a long time. It's Armor Etch. We have it linked down below for you guys. So this is what it looks like, and it came out amazing. So if you wonder if you can etch on these, you definitely can, and they're super cute. So I hope you guys found inspiration from this. Once again, you could definitely apply some adhesive vinyl. So there's our Santa mug that we can fill with milk on Christmas. So now we need a Santa plate, right? So let's go ahead and work on that next, and then we'll work on some ornaments because I think our ornaments are going to take the longest. So now we are in a separate craft room here, so I already had cut this out, and I tried to eyeball, trying to remember the size of the plate. Actually, I'm going to bring these over so I don't mess up. I'm going to turn my heat press off. And so y'all bear with me for just a second while I line this next craft up. All right, so we're going to move this stuff out of our way here. And then we have our plate stuff. So let me go ahead and bring in our pieces for the plate. So while I'm grabbing this, you guys let me know where you're from. Welcome, welcome, welcome if you guys just joined. So let's see. Don't forget to use hashtag bundle if you guys are watching this live for a chance to win a huge bundle at the end. All right, so this one is going to be Cookies for Santa. Once again, we have this link down below for you. I've cut the cookies out in red. I've got my blue. I just followed the exact same colors that Design Bundles has for us. All right, so we've got our plate here. I found this plate at the Dollar Tree. There's a ton of them to choose from. You can even do like the, I can't think of what you call them. You know, the big old gold plates that you put underneath these? Those would be really cute to work on as well. I do believe that they have some square white plates too that would be really cute. So you want to clean this with some rubbing alcohol. I want to just have a nice smooth surface. And I'm going to pick this up with some transfer tape. So let me go ahead and get my transfer tape. I can actually move this out of the way here. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't forget about our Ultimate Dollar event. If you guys have not been able to go check it out, highly recommend that you guys go check it out because that ends on December 2nd. Also, let me know if you guys have already been over there grabbing some bundles. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get me a nice little piece here. I've just got some transfer tape. Now, a little tip if you want to do like most of this or 90% of this stuff or even all of it from the Dollar Tree, they do have adhesive vinyl now, and they also have contact paper, which is what you line your drawers with. So clear contact paper, it's in the kitchen area. You can use that as transfer tape. I've used it for years. And also, don't mind that I'm starting to get sickly. So if you guys notice that my voice is a little off, so bear with me, guys. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and line this up. I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then I'll cut off my excess. I'm just going to go down like a taco. Hopefully you guys can see this. Let's scoot this up a little bit more. All right, so I'm going to go down like a taco, just like so. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and remove this excess, which we will be able to use here in just a little bit. Now, keep in mind with transfer tape, you guys already know we can use it over and over again. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take my squeegee tool here, grabbed a glass one, and that's what I'm going to etch. I love it. I think it's so cute. And I was trying to think outside of the box for you guys because we always just go reach for, you know, just Santa's cookies and milk and stuff. But I thought it was so cute for a dog lover to have Dear Santa bring more dogs. I thought it was so cute. So I'm going to go ahead and just rub this in. So I'm just trying to pick this up so we can transfer it to our plate. Now, I would have, and I see a little piece I forgot to remove. Now, I would have actually tried to stay down in the center, but once again, I tried to eyeball this when I didn't have the plate on hand. So bear with me on that. So I'm going to go ahead and keep rubbing this down. I'm on my third order from the sale. Yay, that is awesome. It's 33. Oh, 33. I'm telling you, it's starting to get cold. Anybody got any snow? Let me know if you guys are starting to get that really cold weather. All right. From Kentucky. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. How many crafts are you doing today? I'm doing 5. So we've already done, which you guys can definitely replay. I've already done 2. So I've done stockings and I've done 3, right? I've showed the mug. So we're on our 4th craft right now. We've done stockings. We have done our dog bandanas and we've done a mug. So now we're doing a plate and then we're going to do some ornaments. All right. So here goes our plate. I'm going to go down like a taco. So I'm going to try to use my camera. I'm eyeballing so I can, normally, obviously, you would be right on top here. So I'm going to go nice and slow and work my way around here, just smoothing everything out. Okay, there we go. So if you're working on a rounded surface like I just did, coming up from the sides, work from the center out. And I think I got one little buckle there. So just work from the center and then rub it out. And actually, I'm not hating that I came off on the edges. So I think it actually looks really good. Yes, I think, well, my daughter got sick. Thank you so much, guys. But yeah, my daughter got sick. And then I think we're all just starting to go down. But I think I'm going to be able to get through it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, I went all crazy picking bundles. Oh, hey, I don't blame you. I do too. Those bundles are so good for $1, especially, you know, if you're sublimating or, you know, whether you're working with your Cricut, especially if you're new and you just got a Cricut and you're trying to build your stash. And it really does help, especially if you're somebody that purchases SVGs all year long and PNGs. It's just a great way to stock up, especially you're going to get a lot of those ones that are fan favorites too. All right, so currently snowing. Wow, that is awesome. Let's see. Wow, 10 centimeters of snow. That is amazing. Okay, So I'm going to go ahead and slowly peel this at an angle. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with us today. You can definitely replay this if you guys have missed anything. If you guys just joined us, we're doing a giveaway at the end. If you're watching it live, you can use hashtag bundle in the comments for a chance to win. Also, we're going to do Q&A at the end, so make sure you guys are dropping any questions about these crafts, and I'll answer them at the very end as well. All right, so I think I've got this. I've got a few bubbles I need to smooth out, but how cute is this? Even just this without the other pieces is super cute. For $1, can't beat. I love dollar store crafts. All right, so, and I do believe that dollar store has now where you can order some stuff online. All right, so I'm looking at from these pieces here. So I do believe this goes like this. I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to grab that piece that we didn't use a while ago because it's smaller. And I'm going to go ahead and grab these pieces here. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab these just like so. Now, whenever I go to my ornaments here in a minute, I've got a few ideas just like I kind of did with the, like I did with that dog bandanas. So just bear with me. I'm going to try to do some little gnome hats. I think it's going to be super cute. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and peel this off. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys are just joining us, we are doing some Dollar Tree Christmas crafts. So we have 5 crafts, and we are working on our 4th one now. We are making a Santa's tray, so Santa's plate, if you will. All right, I do believe this goes like so. I'll drop this one down. This one, what's nice about these is they're individual, so I can kind of drop them down individual. And then I just need to focus on rubbing down those little blue ones, just like so. And if you use permanent, this will last you a very long time. Wait 48 to 72 hours before you wash it, and I would hand wash it. So whenever you hand wash, it's not something I would just throw in the sink and let it soak. You know, get it in there, be real gentle washing it, and rinse. So I have tons of plates like this that I've used. How cute is this? All right, so we've got 2 more pieces, which I'm using like this really pretty like neon green here. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these in here. I wanted to kind of have a little bit more pop of green. All right, so I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this down really quick. And we're going to use this piece for ornaments here in a minute. So we are now grabbing one of our green pieces. We've got 2 that's going to go down here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited that I get to hang out and craft with you guys. We are really enjoying these lives. Can you put food on it? Yes, I would do like some cookies and stuff, but I wouldn't just cover it in like cake or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this little guy up right here. And I do believe it goes right here. If you're ever wondering and you can't remember where pieces go, definitely just pop back open either over on designbundles.net, your purchases, or you can go back into like Cricut Design Space and just kind of pop that back open. And that's what I'm doing. I actually have this image pulled up on the side here, so that way I can remember where all of my pieces go. You could have also welded this and just done it all in black, and that would have been really cute as well. You could have just removed these pieces and did the cookies for Santa, like I said. So I think this one is going to go right over here, just like so. All right, looking good. But yes, I'm so excited. I love the Dollar Tree crafts. I definitely think it's something we're going to have to make a staple here for our lives, because I know that you guys love it as well as we do. There we go. How cute is this? I love it. So cute. So we have cookies for Santa. So we have our cookie plate, and then we also have our mug. So if you guys have missed this, you guys are just joining, we also etch this mug. I did it off camera, but I used some Armor Etch, and we etched this. So we've got our mug and our plate for Santa. So cute. So there you have it. So you guys let me know, what do you think about our super cute Santa plate? Absolutely love it. So cute. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and set this one out of the way, and we're going to go ahead and pull in our other pieces. Now for this, I'm going to try, because I've got a lot of elements here, so bear with me. So I found a few things at the dollar store. I say a few, but it's a lot. So I've got some bows. I've got some snow. I wanted to show you that you can find some ribbon there. These super cute little bows. You've got glitter. I have these on my own. So if you need some twine and stuff, I do believe the Dollar Tree does carry some twine, but I carried these just in case I needed them today. So those aren't Dollar Tree. All this is Dollar Tree. There's a few different ornaments. They have these ones right here that are like a little snow globe. You open them from the bottom. So I have a couple of ideas here. So I'm thinking with this that we fill it with the snow. But I think I'm going to do half big snow, half little snow. Maybe I'll add in some of that white glitter, mix it up, and then we're going to put a snowman face on it. So there's a bundle that I have down below, and it's a ton of snowman faces. So we're going to do one on here, and then I'm going to do one on here. So they also have these really cool big white bulbs here. So these are really cool. Now, I have a few elements here. So I've got another face for this one, but I have a few ideas. So I found these socks, and I've not seen anybody doing this stuff. So this is here. Okay, I think it's going to be fun. So I found these socks, and I thought they would be so cute. Let me take this little tag off here as a hat. So let me go ahead and remove this here. Try not to snip my socks. I don't think it matters because I'm not using them as socks. But this would also be cute. I know that a lot of people make gnomes and stuff too with socks, so these would be perfect. But I'm going to use it as a hat. So what I'm going to do is I think we are going to, I'll probably get it on here and then I'll try to glue it down. Look at this. Is this not cute as a hat? I think it's cute. So I think we're going to do this. And then I was thinking, so I know that they sell yarn. And if you guys don't know, if y'all want to see, I'll definitely show you another video on it. So bear with me. I got to find it. So if you have a fork, which you can buy forks from the dollar store, I'm sure you have your own. And then the yarn, you can actually make these pom-poms with a fork and yarn. And then we can put it right here on the bottom. I needed a white one, but this is what I had on hand. We're just going to hot glue it here at the bottom. How cute is this? I think this will be adorable. So we're going to put a cute, super cute face on here. But I think I'm going to glue this on first using hot glue, which the Dollar Tree has. And then I was also thinking for our next one here, I'm going to come back in, hold on, with my extra piece that I cut off, right? So this right here. So I think what I'm going to do with this one, hopefully there's enough. I want to try to come in here and create a super cute little hat with this. So that's another thing that you can do with this. So we're going to try it. So here we go. So let's start off with this guy. Let me get my hot glue done. I've already got it warming up and everything. And we just need to pop in a glue stick. So if you guys are just joining us, make sure you use the hashtag bundle in the comments for a chance to win. If you guys are live, we're going to do a drawing at the very end of this video. All right, so what we need to do is if you guys noticed, I put this part right here inside the sock. I cut this off. I put this piece inside of the sock. And then I'm going to, it really doesn't matter where it's at. I think in the front right there, I'm fine with it. I'm trying to decide, or do I want to move it? Maybe I'll kind of make it right there. Kind of have this pointing straight up so it falls within that sock and you can't see it. Okay. So I think we're going to do this. So I'm already going to have it on here and then start trying to apply the glue because I think it's going to be hard to do it, putting the glue and then putting it on there. Okay. So I'm going to carefully lift this up. Bear with me, guys. And I'm going to start to get some glue underneath here slowly. So I'm just rotating it, adding some glue and rotating. So hopefully you guys are seeing what I got going on here. I've got my glue gun and my glue stick. I'm just slowly lifting up this piece and gluing that down. I'm going to do this all the way around. So I've got my ornament and the socks, but I don't even know how I come up with this stuff. I just see two pieces and I'm like, hey, this will go together. So I grabbed them and I thought, we're going to roll with it. So we have this huge bundle, like I said, that has a ton of different faces. So you can make lots of these. And I thought another thing that would be really cute is we put our face on them. You could put the kids' names on the back, or you could put the kids' names maybe coming down the hat. So that way you could have the whole family. I think it'd be cute. So there we go. What do you guys think? Is it looking pretty cute? You guys like it? I think it's adorable. And then on the end here, I'm going to put my little thing, which I'm going to put at the very end, just in case I mess up where his face is going. So next up, I am going to, let's see, let me throw some of this out of my way so I don't have a huge mess going on. So y'all bear with me for 2 seconds. And then I'm going to grab our faces. So make sure I'm not losing any of my face pieces. So I think I've decided on this one. So what I want to show you guys too is, got my little face going on here. I'm going to back this stuff up so we don't have such a big mess. All right. We'll move him out of our way. Let's bring him in. And I've got my piece here. All right. So when it comes to this, I'm actually going to turn this down. When you're working with, say, for example, this is going to be multiple layers. With a round surface like this, I would pop these on individual instead of trying to do it all at once. So I'm going to do them individual. For this one, I'm going to layer them. I'm going to try to layer them all together. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute, and then we'll throw it all down at one time. So what we're doing now is, if you guys just joined us, we are making some Christmas ornaments here. So we're doing these little faces here. So these are little snowmen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up this black layer first. All right. And I think I've actually decided, I couldn't remember. I'm trying to think. Hold on. So here we go. I actually think I need to, I was not thinking, I think I actually do have to go in and pick these up in a few colors. So y'all just bear with me for a second. So maybe, I'm trying to think about which one. I think I'm going to do this one. There were so many faces, so trying to decide which faces to choose was the hardest part. All right, so I'm going to get this down just like so. I'm going to take this parchment paper I have. This is going to help because it's not going to allow this to stick to the table. So that way we can pick up our colors. So what I want to do is I want to pick up, also I wanted to point out, so these come with this layer. So they come with the white layer. But when it comes to the white balls, you don't need to cut out that white layer because obviously there's white. But for this one, I need the white. So I wanted to point that out as well, just so you can save some materials. Pick up the little eyes here. I'm going to attempt to. So I've got those down. I'm going to attempt to try to pick this up. I may get off a little bit, so y'all bear with me. All right, there we go. So y'all see that? All right, so I've got my little eyes there, as you guys can see. So now I'm going to pick up, I'm going to remove this, and then we'll pick up the nose. All right, there we go. So now I'm going to come into my little nose. All right, and then I'm going to attempt to pick it up. I got off a little bit, but I'm all right. I'm not hating it. All right, there we go. Here we go. Now, I don't remember. Let me kind of scroll through here for just a second. Because I don't remember if... I'm just going to pick it all up. Just scratch what I told you from the beginning. We're going to pick up all these pieces and go down at one time. Because I think I need my little... I think I need my cheeks in the background. So we're going to pick up our next layer here. All right. So we're going to get this right about here, like so. Pick up our cute little cheeks, just like that. All right, and we're going to remove this. Here we go. Here we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys are just joining us, we are making some DIY Dollar Tree crafts, and we are also doing a giveaway at the end, so make sure you use #bundle for a chance to win. All right, here we go. Make sure you guys are live. So if you guys are watching this on the replay, we have already done our giveaway, but thank you so much for watching. We truly appreciate it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to kind of start from up here and come down. So I'm just going to kind of work my way from one piece to the next. I'm going to kind of do this, get my eyebrows like that. And nice and easy. Trying to be nice and slow. I may buckle a little bit there on my mouth. But other than that, I think everything else is working out good. So before I'm just kind of really smashing anything, I'm going to start to just carefully peel it away. That way, if I need to fix anything, I'm going to be able to do so. Look at this. Is this not adorable? I love it so much. So now that I've removed that and I didn't get crazy with pushing everything down, I can fix anything that I need to. So that's what we're going to do really quickly. Now, whenever you're working with round surfaces like this, they're a little bit more tricky than something like this. But as you guys can see, if you're nice and slow, and you can see that we were able to get all of this out one time, but how cute is this? Now, I have not decided. So y'all let me know in the comments. What do you think? How are we going to attach something? Should I guess I could poke a hole through here where we can grab this and then still attach like a string. We'll figure that out here in just a minute. But I didn't think that through. So I'm not too sure what I'm doing there. I just wing it, guys. I just buy the stuff and then I wing it. I really, truly hope that you guys find some inspiration from this. But once again, we have a ton of faces. So imagine you can do the entire family and you can add their name. So like say, for example, you put Jackson or something all the way down the hat or even on the very back of the head and then put the name or date or something. But I thought the socks was super cute. And so what I want to do now is I'm going to go ahead and glue this ball right here on the end. So that way we have that. So I'm going to do that. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and get me a little bit of glue going on there. And we're going to pop this down just like so. There we have it. Adorable. I love it. Super cute. You guys let me know down below. What do you think? Do you guys love it? Are you guys going to be recreating this? All you need is the white balls and then the package of socks. So you need the white balls, the package of socks. Once again, you can even pick up your vinyl. You could pick this up. We have all of the supplies linked down below for you guys. They also have the yarn. You could get a fork, make these on your own. Once again, if you guys want to see this pom-pom, you guys can definitely, there's ones from where Memory Keepers where you can make them, but to be able to make it all from the Dollar Tree, you can definitely do that. But I think it's so cute. So I think what I'm going to do to make it to where we can hang it is I think what I'm going to do is that same little pokey there. I'm going to take the string like this. Okay, also, I was going to say, I want to point out really quick. Let me pop this on. I want to tell y'all one more thing about it. So I can take my little weeding tool here, and I could probably poke a hole. I could probably even take my scissors. Okay, we're going to take our scissors. We're going to just snip a teensy, teensy little hole. We're going to attempt to snip a teensy little hole. All right, there we go. So now once I've snipped that hole, you guys can see that little guy's going to pop up. Our little hook there, we're going to feed some twine. Once again, you can get the twine from the Dollar Tree as well. I didn't grab any, but so I took some from the house that I already had. And then I'm going to tie this off. So what I was going to say is if you make the girl ones, you could grab these little bows. I'll show y'all in just a second. And we could put the bows on them. And there's different socks. So you could do different colored socks, guys. There's ones with patterns. I think there's a black plaid. So lots of different colored socks. But I definitely want to know, guys, who all is heading to the Dollar Tree to get these crafts if you don't already have your supplies. All right, there we go. So now we have, so just like that, we're going to be able to hang it on the tree. So I wanted to say, too, if you want to turn it into a girl, let me open this up really quick just so I can show you. I'm not going to put it on there, but just to show you, and then we're going to move on to our last one. So make sure if you guys need any questions answered, leave them down below because we're going to do Q&A after our last one over here. So let's take this. I don't know whether, I don't know if I want to show y'all the red. We'll just pull two of them off. And look at how many come with this thing. That's crazy from the Dollar Tree. Plus you can make your own. You can buy ribbon from the Dollar Tree. It's crazy. I'm like, they've moved on up. So you could definitely create like a cute little bow on top. Is this not cute? So we could do the green one or we could do the red one. You guys let me know. Is this not super cute? So that way you guys can make the girl ones as well. I mean, it just gets better and better, doesn't it? I don't know. I don't know if it's just me or if it's you guys too, but I think it's just the most adorable thing. You don't even have to hang this on the tree. You could also set these, on top of your counter. So if you got some little mugs like so, you could definitely just pop it right on top, just like so, and almost create like a little body or something like that. That's really cute too. So lots of different options. Once again, that little bow just kind of adds the extra to turn it into a super cute little girl. Okay, so there's one. Now let's move on to our next one here. And this one we're going to do snow and snow. You could definitely just they got a couple different sizes, like I said. You have big snow and we have little snow. And then they also have glitter. So you could fill this up with glitter. So they had glitter at the Dollar Tree. And then we've got tons of ribbon and all that stuff. So what I want to do with this one, first off, let's cut this off. Also, I want to point out really quickly, look at this. It comes with a string. I didn't even realize that, which we are not going to use right now because I'm going to try to attempt that other Santa hat. So I'm going to cut it off, but I'm thinking we could reuse this. So you could definitely retie this on in a minute. Okay. So that's pretty smart. Okay. I'm all about reusing everything. So what I want to do is I'm about to make a big mess. I know it. So I'm going to go ahead and open up our snow here. And then I'm going to get in, I want some big snow and little snow. So I'm just going to go ahead and tilt it like so. I'm just filling it up. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and get some small snow. I can't really set it upside down because of this. I'm going to pull that off, but I'm pretty sure that's a hole there. All right. So let's get some little snow. I'm telling you, I know it's about to be making a mess. I think my screen tried to yellow out just a little bit. So I'm not sure. I told you I was going to make a mess. I'm not sure why it's trying to yellow out on us, but bear with me. Hopefully it'll go back to white, which I think it has. Look at all that snow. I knew this was going to happen. All right, so let's move that out of our way. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pop this on. You could repaint these. I think this would be really cute to repaint these like silver or black or whatever. Not silver, like gold or black. I think that'd be really cute. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this on just like so. We're going to be fine. I'm telling you, I 100% am about to be finding snow for days. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just kind of shaking it up and moving it. So that way it's a mixture between the small ones and the big ones. So hopefully y'all can see that. I don't know why it's trying to change colors on me. I'm like, quit that. It's almost like when I bring it up, but I really like that. Now I didn't add in the glitter, but I've already made a crazy mess. So I think I'm going to leave the glitter out, but I think the white glitter in there would be really cute as well. But it's about to be, look at these little balls just moving on their own. Look at this. I'm like, oh no. Okay, give me a second. Let's try to move some of these out of our way so we can keep going. Oh my, I'm gonna have to pull the vacuum out for this one. It's snowing in Design Bundle Studio. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop these down really quick. So y'all bear with me for just a second. I'm just trying to get these out of our way. All right. I think I got good enough amount out of our way, and I'll vacuum that up here in just a little bit. All right, so here we go. So for our next one, we've got it ready to go. So we've got our little snowballs in there. So for the next one here, which I'm like, uh-oh, what did I do with my pieces? I think they're right here. Okay, so for this one, we're going to do that exact same thing. Oh, I need that piece of parchment. Hold on. Okay. We're going to do that exact same thing where I'm going to layer these pieces. And I'm going to, yes, make sure you guys are using that hashtag bundle for a chance to win. Now, I forgot. For this one, I had actually cut out the eyes in white, but I already lost them. So, I don't think, okay, let's see if this one, that's not them. Oh, no. Yeah, here it is. Okay, I did have them. I was looking for these, but I don't need these ones. These ones went to the other one. All right, so here we go. So if you guys are just tuning in, we are doing DIY Dollar Tree crafts. You guys can definitely replay this. We are working on our very last ornament, so make sure you guys leave a comment down below if you need me to answer any of your questions. And also make sure you're using the hashtag bundle for a chance to win. All right, so here we go. I am missing a piece. I'm missing my nose. How I lost my little nose, I don't know. Our little snowman may not get a nose, and I apologize, but I did lose it. But when you're working with this many crafts, I mean, it was bound to happen. You guys let me know if you guys can see it on my craft table where I should be looking. Oh, found it. Okay, got it. Here we go. So we are going to go ahead. I think I can still use this piece right here. All right, we're going to pick it up. And we're going to go ahead and grab our little squeegee here. I've got it just like so. So if you guys have checked that out, you guys, now you guys have learned what not to do. Definitely be careful with your snow when you guys are doing it. I would highly recommend grabbing a bowl from the kitchen and maybe having it underneath so you're prepared for what's going to happen. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to teach you guys lessons of what not to do sometimes. Okay, so we've got this little guy picked up. He's so cute. And so we're just going to keep on trucking. I'm going to pick up the eyes first. So we are going to use the white layer on this one because this one is clear. And I'm going to try to carefully line these up. One way that you can do this is putting a piece of parchment paper in between here, that white parchment paper. So that way you guys could see where you're lining it up. So if you guys haven't seen that hack, you guys can definitely check it out. So we're going to go ahead and keep on trucking here. So I think, try to get this to let it go. And peel this over just like so. Now, I do believe a majority of this is StarCraft. I was trying to see my backs. I just got lines. I think a majority of this is StarCraft brand. And then I've got my little nose here, and then we'll pick up our super cute cheeks. But I love these faces. I think they're just absolutely adorable. And once again, I think it would be cute to create an entire family of snowmen, snow girls. So stinking cute. Snow dogs. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pick up our next set of cheeks, which are right here. I think it's just so cute. It just gets me every single time. I'm like, they're so adorable. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pick this up just like this. Now, once again, this one doesn't have to be an ornament. This one can sit on the counter. It could definitely just be decor. So we are going to go ahead and do this. You want to make sure your area is clean. What you can do to stabilize this little guy is take your scraper tool. So these ones right here, super duper cheap. For example, these are 143 vinyl. I think they're like $2. You want the ones that have the lines in the middle here. You're able to just set this here, and it's going to stabilize it for us. Okay, just so we can get that little tap down. So I'm just going to eyeball this to make sure. I'm leaving some room at the top since I'm going to put my hat up there. Oh, I didn't leave some room at the top for my hat. We're going to come back down. I'm going to pick it up so I can see. So y'all bear with me for just a second. All right, so I'm afraid when I go to put my hat on, it may cover my eyebrows, but look at how cute this is. It's adorable. All right, so we're going to go ahead and rub this in. Thank you so much, Hannah. I just love these. They're so cute. So cute. All right, so there we go. So we're going to go ahead and peel this off just like so. So you guys can see, I didn't go in. I was able to just pick it up in one layer and pop it on. So these surfaces right here are going to be so much easier to apply your adhesive vinyl than your round surfaces. You could definitely see I was still able to pull it off, but I definitely don't have to worry about any sort of buckling or anything. This is more of a flat surface, so it's so much easier to work with. Now, you could definitely just leave it like this. You could take our super cute bows right up here at the top and pop a bow right up here at the top, and it would be so cute. I mean, I just can't get over it. I want to do everything. I want to do a bunch of these. So pretty sure when I'm done with today's live, I'm going to go ahead and dive right into more of these. But I just wanted to show you guys that you could add the bows, create your girls or boys today. These would be perfect for if you guys are a teacher and you want to create a craft with the kiddos at school. You could already have these faces put together and let the kiddos put their faces on, fill them with the snow, and then you guys could put their names and stuff with a date on them. So this would be perfect for a teacher craft as well with the kiddos. All right, so now, once again, this is what I'm telling you. This is my brain thinking. So bear with me while I try to figure out how we're going to make our hat. So I'm thinking, because I know that we basically need like a little cone shape. We need like a little cone. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and go around here to figure out about how much I need. So something about like that. That's cute. So I think I'm going to go like this right here. So I'm holding it, and then I'm going to go at an angle. So what we need to do is we need to come in here at an angle. So that's what you guys can do is just kind of eyeball it, wrap it around, get that measurements. So now if you guys weren't creating like I did in the beginning, if you guys have been with us since the beginning of the video, you guys know that we made a bandana with this. This was extra. But if you weren't making bandanas, you would have a ton of this to make several. Okay. So I'm going to figure out about when I do this with this, I need to cut off because I have up here, I need to get rid of this. So I'm going to go ahead and just trim off. Let's see, I'm trying to think. I'm just going to glue it down because I need to make sure, well, I could cut it off. I'm going to cut it off just like that. Okay. I'm trying to leave this because I think for a little ball. Also, I have an idea for a ball too. Okay. So here we go. I want to make sure that line is going to go in the back. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to glue this around here. Wrapping it here. Try not to cover his eyebrows. And then I could come back and glue this like so. I think that's what I'm going to do because then I'm going to kind of bend it over like this or something. So I'm going to kind of wrap it around and bend it over like that. I think that's what we're doing. So maybe actually just to be safe, I don't know. Nope, I'm doing it. Okay, this is how I work. You guys are just here to watch it live. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by getting just a little bit of glue up here in the middle and then push that in because I know my glue is kind of getting low. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop this up here. You guys let me know down below, what is one of the craziest things that's happened to you while you were crafting? You know, whether it's losing your adhesive vinyl or whether it's, cutting yourself with a pair of scissors. Mine is, I actually had a mini glue gun that I had for years actually blow up. Like it just kind of, and I talked to the glue people at a craft show. You are not supposed to be laying your glue guns on the side like this. It's not good for them. You're supposed to store them straight up like this. I didn't get hurt, luckily, but that is one of the craziest things that I had happen to me. I'm thinking of if we bring it down like this, sideways, wouldn't that be cute? I think that's what we're going to do. So you guys let me know down below. What is the craziest thing that has happened to you while you've been crafting? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take our hot glue here and keep on trucking. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of glue that down. See, I'm kind of going at an angle back here. I think that would be a lot better and easier and get it to lay like this, right? So I'm coming at that angle, as you guys could see. So now I'm just kind of working on this side. All right, there we go. You guys let me know. Are you guys liking this? Do you think it's cute or am I crazy? Let me know. I think these are so cute. I'm a huge fan of them. And my vision I had in my brain definitely came out. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pop another little piece of glue right here, and we're going to fold it over. Once again, if you guys are just joining, make sure you use the hashtag. If you are watching live, use the hashtag bundle for a chance to win. We're going to draw one lucky winner to choose. They're going to win a big Christmas bundle at the very end. Also, we are almost done, so make sure you're leaving your questions about these projects down below, and I'm going to try to answer them. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm trying to fold this over. So I'm trying to find the best way to fold this over. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run. So see, I've got it kind of straight like this now. I'm going to go ahead and run a bead of glue up this thing. So I kind of got it where I want it. So you guys can see that there. And we're just going to do this like that. All right. There we go. So we've just kind of got that going on. So now it's going to fold over. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Okay, I can't even choose now. I'm like, I almost feel like this guy came out way cuter. Now this right here, I really would have done a white ball, by the way, guys. So if you guys were watching this earlier, I definitely would have done this white. It would have been a lot cuter. So definitely keep that in mind. And you could use a cotton ball for this, by the way. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over like so. I really don't want that line to show. So I'm trying to find a way to fold this over where that line stays in the back. It may not just happen, so that's just the way it's going to happen, okay? But I really would try to get it to where it would lay flat. I'm like, work with me, buddy. All right, so I think something like this. I definitely would glue either like a little cotton ball, or this is another idea I have going on here. So I'm just going to kind of fix this because it's going to get a little wonky. Is I think what I want to do is I'm going to take that same piece right here. Okay, here we go. We had one more. I'm going to take this and see, I'm going to use it again. So I'm going to create my little ball, which I could definitely have done for this too. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this down. And I do believe you could get like cotton balls and stuff like that at the Dollar Tree too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to attempt to make like a ball by just kind of rolling this super tight. Like so, and then I'm going to glue this to that. So that's how that's going to be. So I'm creating my own little ball here. So I'm going to go ahead and just get me a little bit of glue going on here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and keep rolling it. So once again, definitely make sure you guys are dropping those comments or questions if you guys have any, so I can answer them here in just a second. We are almost done with our very last craft. If you guys just joined us, we are doing DIY Dollar Tree Christmas crafts you can make using your Cricut. So these are all Dollar Tree crafts that you can snag from the Dollar Tree, and you could definitely replay this later. And if you guys want to have a chance to win an awesome Christmas bundle, definitely use the hashtag bundle. So thank you guys once again for joining me and hanging out with me today. I hope you guys are going to have an amazing holiday. And we've got several more live Christmas crafts for you guys. So definitely stay tuned for that. So we were trying to let you guys know ahead of time the supplies you're going to need. So that way you guys could craft with us. All right, so I've rolled this little guy up. So I've created this little ball here as best as I possibly could. So I'm going to, let's see, I cut my bed sheets while making, oh my gosh, I read it. It was so cute. Oh my gosh, well, not cute, but crazy. I know it. I was watching a live and with Sawgrass, I believe, and they cut their t-shirt in half when they were cutting it down. I thought it was so funny. But I've done that too. I've definitely cut my bed sheets too. All right, so what I'm going to do is I've actually kind of pinched that over a little bit more and glued it down. And the glue is hot. So I'm trying to work with that at the same time. You guys know the drill. You got to work with it fast. It's hot. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue this on the side here. And I think it's absolutely perfect. I think it's so cute. Once again, this would be perfect for a teacher too, to make with the kiddos, or even for a parent to have a craft with the kids. This holiday season would be so cute. You can put the kiddo's name on the back with the date. Look at that. Now, what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to glue this so it'll stay. I'm going to take a tiny little piece of glue right here on the side. So that way it'll stay in place. And I'm going to pop it right there. There we go. And that way it stays. There we go. Is that not perfect? And I'm telling you, I've just winged it. I didn't even know I was going to make it exactly like this, and I just winged it today. So I hope you guys are going to make this little guy. It is so cute. You guys let me know down below if you guys like it, if you guys are going to try to recreate them. Now, once again, to recap for this little ornament here, you guys are going to need this ornament from the Dollar Tree. You're going to need your snow. I got it in small and big, mixed it around. You could definitely mix in some glitter. And then I grabbed the little mini, it's like a tree. What do you call it? It's a little mini tree skirt is what it is. And then cut it down for the Santa hat. And then we just applied some adhesive vinyl. Once again, you could spray paint this black. I believe they do have some paints you can paint it with. You could also do that. Now, I didn't put anything on this. Once again, I could definitely clip a little hole and kind of get that string in there if I wanted to. But I think this would be cute to just even sit on the counter. And then once again, we could definitely make it a little girl. So I think for this one, just to show you guys, because I can't help myself. I've been wanting to do this since I showed y'all a second ago. We got to pop a bow on one. Okay, we got to make a girl. We We got to have a girl here. So we got the girl, we got the guy, we got to have the girl. All right, so we're going to pop a little glue on the back here. These bows are also from the Dollar Tree. They come in quite a big pack there. And I'm going to pop our cute little bow on here. So you guys can just grab these bows as well from the Dollar Tree. And then just pop that right on top. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. Oh no. I think my bow, I needed to scoot that over a little bit. That's okay. That little centerpiece. But I'm going to live with it. No, I'm not. I'm going to scoot it over. Let's see. There we go. All right. Cute. All right, so now we've turned her into a girl. So cute. And then here is this one. All right, so let's go ahead and switch on over and do Q&A. All right, so now that we've done our crafts, we are ready for Q&A. Let me know if you guys have any questions for me. I'm going to go ahead and check over here on the side. Here's our super cute little ornaments here. So adorable. So if you guys have missed it, I'll recap really quick to see if we have any questions. So we did our ornaments here, as well as our tray. So we have our cookie tray that we made today. So we have Santa's tray. You could definitely etch on the mug here. So you could definitely get your etching cream and etch. I'm going to go and pop this in really quick. You can do some etching cream. And then also we did, I'm going to grab it really quick. If you guys missed it and you guys are just joining, we made dog bandanas, but you could go back and rewatch this. And we also made one more with that tree skirt named Coda here. So we did this and you can just tie it right around the pup. So there is our crafts that we have made today. Okay, let's see. Bundles. Are those stockings felt or cotton? Also, thank you for reminding, we did do stockings. So these are felt. Cotton. So we have felt, and then I do believe this is a little bit of cotton. So I just went with the cotton settings. So here you go, just like so. All right, let's see. I got confused on when you use parchment or butcher paper. I used parchment paper. Butcher paper, I do believe, is more of paper, so it will stick to it. So make sure it is parchment, a baking sheet, if you will. Could you do it on a knitted stocking? You definitely could. You can definitely apply your HTV on a knitted stocking as well. All right, let's see if we have any more questions here. I think, let's see, we got, was the font, what was the font for Coda? The font for Coda was Coleman. So I do have a link down below for you guys, but it is Coleman, K-O-L-E-M-O-N. All right, so where can you find the right temperature for the different fabrics? So what I actually did was, if you go to Cricut's heat guide, I'll try to link that down below for you guys as well. So Cricut heat guide, you can actually choose your settings. Let me see if I could show you guys really quick. And I actually have it saved to my home screen. So you're going to go to Cricut's heat guide and it'll look just like so. Hopefully you guys can see this. Let me drop you guys back down real quick. And I'll really show you guys. So you guys can go to Cricut's heat guide. You can choose your Cricut Easy Press. So just like so. And then say, for example, I was using Everyday Iron-On, which is basically Caesar Easy Weed. I'm going to choose my material and then you can choose. So I just chose 100% cotton. I chose that I was using the Cricut Easy Press mat and then hit apply. And it gave me 315 for 30 seconds. And it would be the same thing if you guys were doing glitter HTV as well. All right. Let's see. What font is on these stockings? So on the stockings, this one here is Sleigh Bells, and this is also 1+ credit, and I have it linked down below as well. So Sleigh Bells. All right. See what we got. Hashtag bundles. I'm so excited you guys are entering for that giveaway. Do they sell those Cricut pads anymore? Have not been able to find them. Yes, they do. I think they've just been sold out. I think the pandemic has a lot of backlog going on, but yes, they definitely do sell them. If you can't find them, I wanted to show you guys a DIY way to make your own. So let me know if that's something you're interested in, and we'll do that. Maybe we'll try to do that live very soon. All right, do you like your Cricut press? Does it work well with the, or as well as the clamshell? Yes, it does. I definitely think the Cricut Easy Press is definitely comparable to a heat press. The only thing is you can't get as much pressure. So you do have to flip your garment and give it an extra 15 seconds and things like that. But I definitely do think it is perfect. I'm able to just store it inside my cabinet, up on a shelf and things like that. So I definitely do love it. I've used it for the last several years. All right, let's see if we got any more. Let's see, what font is on the mug? So the mug is actually a design. So this is already designed out for you. This is an SVG. This is Deer Center, Bring More Dogs. It's already an SVG. So if you look down below, you guys can find this one down below. All right, let's see. Where do you join? Where do I join your group? I think we have it linked down below. I think we'll have it linked down below for you guys, so you can definitely check that out. All right, hashtag bundles. Do these things remain washable after all crafting? Yes. So for the HTV, we've used the stuff. If you needed to wash these by chance, which I don't know if these stockings would hold up, but you could definitely wash them. So HTV will hold up. You could definitely wash them. If you're talking about the plate or the etching, yes, you can definitely wash these. I would recommend not washing them for 48 to 72 hours, and I would hand wash them. And whenever we say hand wash, we mean put it down in the sink, get your wash rag very gently, wash it, rinse it, get it out of the sink. Don't just let it soak down in there, because then you can let it start to peel. The etching cream is going to stay like that for the rest of its life. Nothing's going to happen. You could stick it in the dishwasher. All right. So let's see, what else do we have? Any more questions? I think we are definitely nearing the ends of our questions here. All right, so are we ready? I think that was the very last one. All right, so are we ready for a giveaway? Let's go ahead and see let's go ahead and pick a winner. All right, so we are ready to go. We're going to go ahead and hit draw, and we are going to pick a winner. So good luck, guys. I see a lot of you guys have entered today. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Good luck. Yay, Jean Ramir. You guys definitely reach out for, I believe it is mail@designbundles.net, and you guys will get your prize. So good luck and congratulations. So I hope you guys create many crafts. Congratulations once again. Contact mail@designbundles.net to claim your prize. All right, so I am so thankful that you guys were here. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys are going to recreate these crafts, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.